So it's good to see you, man. How you been?
Doing well, man. We've been rehearsing a shitload here lately. Last couple months, I switched over to lead guitar.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. Well, we'll save that for the meat of the interview. Then I won't talk too much about it. But yeah, we've just been wild busy. Put the single out last month. Getting ready to hit the road here coming up. Just staying as busy as we can, man.
The Lonely Ones. The new single is called "The Way Out," and it kicks ass like all their music. Who's singing the high part on that song? That's not you, is it?
In the verse, the falsetto.
Yes. Yeah.
That was actually Jake on the record. But when he left, I took over, so I sing that part live. So I do decent falsettos too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I was impressed.
I could sing like a real good manly scream as well as I could do falsettos.
Like a good, Roger Daltrey scream and some Freddie Mercury still.
Don't
falsetto.
have that one in me, unfortunately.
Wow. Yeah, I heard that falsetto. I was like, oh, who is that? I had no idea.
Yeah, that was always one of those things. Falsettos, Jake or I can do them, just about as good as anybody, really. So that one was just he happened to come up with the idea first, so
right.
He did it. But that's easily something we've switched back and forth before. And like I said, I do it live now. So I think that anybody who hasn't seen us live until now would think that I did it in the first place anyways, because I kind of copied that voice.
That's perfect. Yeah, you can take all the credit.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
And now the new bass player's name is True Payne Roberts.
That's
bad?
A real name.
That's
not a stage name.
Come on.
That's his government name.
That's
Swear to God.
His birth certificate says True Payne on it.
I haven't seen his birth certificate, but I've seen his driver's license.
So Mom and Dad Payne found out that they were expecting, and they were like, "What should we name?"
No, it's worse than that. The last name is Roberts, so they added True Payne. The name wasn't. It wasn't like their last name was Payne, and they're like, "Oh, that'd be funny if we made him True." It was like Roberts. They have a regular last name, and they just added the True Payne to it.
They alley-ooped themselves and then slam dunked it.
Exactly.
True Payne.
Are his parents? Are they like badass, like goth or heavy metal people or something? What the hell's going on here?
They're pretty down to earth. Normal people. We were actually just up at their house yesterday. They gave us a couch for the bus.
Nice.
So it was the first time I got to meet his. I've met his dad before, but met the rest of his family was yesterday, and they were all quite normal, nice, and cool people.
His father's name is "I'll Kick Your Ass," Roberts. Yeah. Wow.
His brother's name is around and find out.
Right. I mean, and
That's my middle name.
And it must be tough. I mean, how do you, as he's now the bass player, you were the bass player, so how do you turn to a guy named True Payne and say, "Oh, you're not playing that right"? Like, I'd be scared to say hi to this guy with a name like True Payne.
He's name aside, he's about the nicest person on the planet. So it's not tough to do. He was a good friend of ours actually before the band. I've been friends with that dude for a couple years now.
Oh, okay.
But I could see how you would definitely think that going by the name, you might want to steer clear of the guy.
I get more and more scared. I love you guys. We had a great time last year. This is going well, and I love the music, but I do have a hard time, with Tommy on drums, because he's scary looking with all that, with the makeup, and now you have a guy named True Payne. I'm just getting more and more
I
scared.
don't think you call him True Payne, though. You don't call him by his first and middle. Why are you calling him by his full government name?
Well, what do? You call him True?
Yeah, it's his name. His name is True.
You can't call him TP. That's toilet paper.
TPR?
TPR.
Yeah.
What do you guys call him?
True.
Is that what you guys call him?
I mean, yeah, it's his middle name's Payne.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So you
what's
just
your middle
say,
name?
"Hey, what's up, True?" I don't know.
What's your middle name?
My middle name is Mookie.
All right, so we don't run around calling you Anthony Mookie.
What's your middle name?
So
I have so many.
when
I'm Hispanic.
when I met True a couple years ago, I probably spent, we became, fast friends. I probably spent 5-6 months hanging out with the guy before I realized that wasn't a stage name, though.
Wow.
I thought he just went by that, and I guess I figured, his real name would be like Thomas or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow.
No, and finally, I for some reason I had to get his ID for something, or I forget what it was, but I ended up looking at it, and that was his real name. I thought I was going to get him and find out his name was Clarence or something.
Exactly. My name is Wilbur. Wow, that's crazy.
Quincy Payne.
Exactly. So you got him. So now you got him in the band. Was there any like initiations? Did you? I don't know. What did you make him do as the new guy in the band?
It's a band, not a gang, Tony.
Sure it is. It's a gang. It's what we do.
We made him come to. We made him come to rehearsal 6 hours a day for 6 weeks straight to practice a bunch. It was a great prank on all of us. None of us slept or had any fun for the better part of a month at least.
That's dedication to the craft, though. That's why you guys are so good.
Sounds like you'd be better off joining a gang. It's terrible.
Right? Yeah, a gang would have been more fun.
Yeah, it was probably worse than Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind-numbing work in, mind-numbing work out. Right.
But now, so what's the deal? Is that are you originally a lead guitar player? Is that why you switched over?
Yeah, I like a lot of bass players, I started out playing guitar, and then switched over to bass when I was probably 19 or something. Was really trying to make it happen for myself as a guitar player, and realized that I just wasn't very good at 19. I was the best guy in my high school. But that don't mean shit when there's a bunch of 30-year-old men around that have been playing their whole life.
True.
And so I got an offer to play bass for a really good band prior to Bobaflex and everything.
Right.
And took that and just started calling myself a bass player because that was where I made my money. That was what got me going down the road. But if I'm being honest, I think it's pretty boring to try to write songs on bass.
Yeah, sure.
So I always kept my skills sharp on guitar around the house for writing purposes. And I would go play for other bands on the side, make a little extra money.
Right.
So it was, I'm a much better guitar player once I started playing bass because I was just at a higher level working with better musicians. And so it really didn't take much for me to switch back over.
Yeah, that's like McCartney, right? He was, he's a guitar player, and it made him a more melodic bass player on the Beatles tunes.
Yeah.
It
makes you think kind of, back and forth because those two instruments, even though your hands are doing a lot of similar things, they play very different roles in a song.
Right, yeah.
And in music in general. So, being a guitar player, knowing what I wanted the bass to do made me a better bass player. And then vice versa, it's made me a better guitar player. As a bass player, I was always thinking about, things more rhythmically. So I've kind of kept some of that as well. So I think I got the best of both worlds.
Nice. Great answer. And what do you guys? So when you're bringing in a new member of the band, because even with when you guys started out as Bobaflex, you had a few members come and go, and now with the Lonely Ones also. What do you guys look for? Is it more important to have a guy that fits in musically, or is it somebody that's not as good musically but you get along with them better as a person?
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of, you got to be self-disciplined. You got to be cool. You can't be the type of person that's going to cry over every little thing because
right.
A big part of being out on the road is, just dealing with being constantly inconvenienced.
Oh my God. It's so terrible.
You got to get used to that fast. And like I said, I've known True for years, and he actually toured with us last year as our merch guy.
Oh, really? Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, he did a 2-week tour with us down in the Southeast down there, and I knew he was a good fit for the band when the conversation came up because we were out there touring in South Florida in early October with no AC, so it's 105 degrees in that bus, 100% humidity, and everybody's not happy about it.
Yeah,
but our AC was out, nothing you can do, and he never bitched and moaned about it once. Never complained about losing sleep, about working late, all this and that. So, he had already proven himself on that front, which that's the hardest thing. If True's also a good musician, so it wasn't a worry on that front. But I would rather somebody be tough as nails, self-disciplined and dedicated, and maybe, a C+ musician than, to be just an A+ shredder, but, cry every time you don't get a shower.
Wow. So did you call yourselves the sweaty ones during that? Was it you? Did you suggest him to the rest of the guys?
You know what's funny? So I like I said, True and I are really good friends. I called him when Jake quit, because I knew he's actually a guitar player by trade. So we did kind of flip flop,
right?
But he doesn't play a ton of hard rock solos, anything like that. So he didn't have that experience. I called him and I knew he could do the bass parts, but I was worried about the vocals. So I called him the day Jake quit and asked him if he was hiding any secret vocal talents that I didn't know about. And he turned it down first time.
Oh, wow.
He just said, listen, man, I don't want to waste your time. I don't think I'm the right guy for the job vocally. And so, we moved on. We found somebody else. That person ended up flaking out on us. And next thing I know, True's texting me again going, oh, man, if you want to hang out, we can give it a shot on the vocals. And I like that he went back at me again.
Sure.
Even though he'd already said no, he could have just forgot about it, moved on. We would have been friends, no problem. But he was like, I know he'd been at home, working on singing some of the stuff and all that.
But you had to go to the rest of the band and say the merch guy would fit in great. And they're like, the guy that hands out a shirt and takes money. They're like, what the hell? They're like, did they think that Jimmy lost his mind?
No. So everybody else in the band individually reached out, because everybody knows True. Obviously, he toured with us. Everybody's friends with him, but he and I were the closest of the two, as far as with him. And everybody else in the band, including our sound guy, at one point asked me if True could do it. And I told him, I'm sure he could do it, but he's not confident on the vocals, so it's a no. He turned it down. And every single person in the band came to me about that. So I had to tell everybody no. And then he texted actually Marty and I both about it, like I said, a week later. So fortunately I had already gone through it with everybody that the merch guy was out. And now the merch guy is not the merch guy anymore. He's our new bass player.
Wow. How many bands can say that they got the gig through selling their merch? That's crazy. I'm going to just switch gears for a second. Where are you? I'm seeing all these records and that little TV behind you. Where are you?
Oh, this is my bedroom. It's my home studio / bedroom.
You got that little TV? Is that thing working?
You know what? I just think that thing looks cool. It's a Bentley from the 80s sometime.
Yeah, sure.
A power source around here somewhere, but it only plugs in. It's got some weird plug that I don't recognize, and it's also got a 12-volt plug.
Wow.
So I could plug it into my car. It also runs on 9D batteries if you want to do that too. But I don't care to actually watch anything on it. I just like
that's funny.
Where I do my interviews, and people always point it out and ask me what it is.
And what are some of the records? Are they just records that you found and hung up, or do they have any meaning back there?
There's a few of them that are because the majority of my actual record collection is downstairs in sleeves. I just wanted to do that on my wall, so I think I bought a $5 Mozart box set.
Nice.
There. Reader's Digest stuff, a bunch of old bullshit I don't care about.
But other musicians come in and wow, he knows Mozart too, man. This guy's a world class, top notch musician.
Yeah, I wouldn't stick a push pin to the wall on my actual records that I like.
and you actually still collect records, vinyl?
Yeah, I'm not an avid vinyl guy, but I definitely like putting one on. I got probably 100 records.
Nice.
I keep it digital for the most part.
Yeah, as most people do now. But
yeah, it's easier. You can't listen to a record in your car.
Yeah, right. What's your guilty pleasure music wise?
Oh,
Barry Manilow, Engelbert Humperdinck, what?
I don't have any guilty pleasure. I'm an open book, and I'm proud of it.
Nice, good answer.
Disney songs.
No. My favorite, I would say probably the weirdest one. He goes into my top 5. He actually made my second favorite album of all time. I love Kanye West music.
No
Love it to
kidding.
death.
Interesting.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is after Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones.
Nice.
My second favorite album.
Can't You Hear Me Knocking, baby? One of the best songs ever.
Sway is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Moonlight Mile, beautiful. Dead Flowers on it, of course.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess if I had any guilty pleasures, it would probably be that. Just because people don't expect a guy that dresses like me and plays in a rock band to be that diehard of a Kanye West fan.
What's yours? What's your guilty pleasure?
Disney songs.
Disney songs.
Oh,
all right.
What about you?
Songs.
Mine is. Remember Barbara Streisand made that album with Barry Gibb?
Yes,
Guilty. I love that freaking album.
That's a good one.
Check that out.
That's a good one.
Barbara Streisand is a singer. Barry Gibb was in a band called the Bee Gees. Yeah.
But I'm
I
all
get out from under my rock occasionally.
I'm all hip hop across the board.
Oh, are you?
And
Oh,
then
I didn't know
Disney
that.
songs. And then
So
Disney
are you
songs.
familiar with the Kanye that he's talking
course.
about? My son is into that stuff. I have no idea. I don't dislike the guy, but
I recommend that album specifically to anybody. It's got
Really?
like soul influences. It's got like weird old dub music. It's all over the place. It's techno.
That's pre Kim Kanye.
oh, that's pre Kim
that was
Conway.
That was
okay.
the last album before Kim and Kanye got together.
So we expect him to get good again? Is that what you're saying? Because now that he's not with her anymore?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But he has to like
He made some great shit when they were together too. I don't want to take that away from him.
Right. Yeah.
Michael
Okay.
Pablo is a great album too.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think he was like losing his mind while he was with her.
Well,
He
you
wasn't
have to if
before.
you're with
He wasn't
her. Yeah.
before.
Right.
And then he kind of
Yeah.
I don't know where he is right now. I can't quite figure it out.
That's what that was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That was when everybody wrote him off after the
Taylor Swift
thing.
Right. Okay.
And he was basically, the world had said, well, he's over. He messed with the wrong pretty white girl in a major industry like this. It's over. You fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, he put out one of the best albums of all time. Did not matter.
Wow. Yeah. He did. He did a nice job of escaping that, of being known just for that.
Yeah, because now he's known for a bunch of other crazy shit.
And now Will Smith should go talk to him.
Bunch of other wild shit, but he's got a better catalog than he did before.
Yes.
True. Which helps. It helps. You mentioned being on tour last year. I remembered the tour you did last year. Wasn't Alice Cooper's son in the band that was opening up for you guys or something?
He did a couple shows with us on our first tour. Yeah.
Did you get to meet Alice?
No, I didn't. In fact, I barely got to meet him. He was only on a couple shows with us, and they were just shows that had a lot going on, not good or bad.
Right.
I was just so nose to the grindstone working that I got to like shake his hand, say nice to meet you, and had to get back to work. It was our debut tour, bunch of big hometown show stuff, and really couldn't get a free minute to do anything.
Sure. All right, well, let's get into that. So we're talking about touring and stuff. I was yelling at you guys last year because there were no New York dates. And now here we go again. I'm looking at the tour dates. There was Kentucky, there's Virginia, there's Ohio. Where the hell are the New York dates?
Tony wants to know why you're avoiding him.
In 2 days.
What was that?
We're going to be in Jersey in 2 days.
All right, well, that's close, but most New Yorkers hate New Jersey, including myself.
Yeah, I think most New Jerseyans hate New York, too.
I think most of them hate us as well. But
I'm trying to think. I feel like we got some dates coming up in New York, but I just can't announce them yet.
oh, is that right?
Come on in.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you'll be the first to let us know when you have some New York dates.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. And remember, you guys promised last year that you would come into the studio if you're hitting New York.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, buddy.
All right. I'm holding
Don't
it.
you know people at Mulcahy's?
Sure.
I felt like you
I don't
did.
care
You
about
don't?
Mulcahy's. I'll
Get
bring them
in.
here.
No, get them into Mulcahy's, and then they come in here.
Well, they can play here too.
Where?
In the rooms. In the club.
You're gonna have a heavy metal band
Absolutely.
in the room while
Yes.
we're trying to do comedy next door. You
Yes.
don't think that that's gonna the noise level's gonna maybe take away a
Not
little
worried
smidge
about it.
from the
I have two
punchline?
teenagers
I know
in the
people
house while
here.
I'm trying to sleep. Can't be any worse.
You have two what?
Teenagers in the house while I'm trying to sleep.
I'll bring you my 7-year-old. You'll see what happens. Then you'll know what real noise is.
We have one of the owners of the club just stepped in right now, and
Don't hold it against me.
and we'll see.
Let me say hello. Hello, everyone.
We'll
Pull
put
up
him
a
on the
chair.
spot. Joe is here. Joe's sitting over there. Okay, hi Joe.
Hello. Hi.
We're talking to Jimmy from the band The Lonely Ones. Joe is a big Sinatra fan, so naturally he would enjoy The Lonely Ones.
That was actually how I met True. Was I was in his other band's green room when I wasn't supposed to be, and somebody started playing Frank Sinatra. That's Life, and I slammed my hand on the table and said, "Who the fuck played that?" And True went, "It was me," and I'm just we were friends like that afterwards. So that's how our friendship started. How we got in the band. Oh, I hit my hand on the table because I liked it.
I was gonna say that's a great
Oh,
song.
wow. So I was thinking the opposite. Oh, great.
No, I just yell a lot when I'm in other people's green rooms.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I can't wait to see you here.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. This is good.
It'll be like that smash room. We'll put a refrigerator in there so you can beat it up.
You can put me on the far side of the room so the mic doesn't clip out.
What's your big rock and roll moment? Did you guys ever smash a hotel room, or do you ever have moments like that?
Oh man, I missed this interview one time last week because I put it in my calendar wrong.
Oh, God.
That's as rock and roll as it gets, huh?
That's the big moment?
Yeah, I was hoping it would be a really much. I only stuck around because I was hoping it would be a real rock star reason. Like we just.
I
finished-
came in from home.
Yeah.
Tony called me. He woke me up. I came here just to hear a rock and roll story.
I thought it was going to be like we trashed this hotel room and we were dangling groupies off the balcony because we had to escape. And then we were like, fuck, we have this interview. And then everybody was like, no, forget it. Throw the TV out the window, get the bitches in the van, and we're going. Fuck the interview. And then you were like, yeah, we put it in for 8
Then
p.m.
somebody threw my laptop out of the window too, so I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
And
I
then
like
they threw
that.
my laptop out the window. It smashed. And I was like, my interview on Gov's Radio.
So basically, we heard that you disappointed Tony. That happens 3 times a day. That's not a rock and roll story.
No, that's Tony disappointing Sally.
I'm
That's-
sorry.
Yes,
I apologize.
yes,
That's right. I got
yes.
that wrong, Carl. Sorry. Yes.
How scared were you, Jimmy, that you were going to get yelled at by me for skipping out on me on Friday?
Oh, I was hoping you'd yell at me.
Well, in all seriousness, when I spoke to you last year, it was just a few days later that COVID hit, and then everything shut down.
So it was 2 years ago.
Oh, you know what?
He's having a Tony moment.
No. Actually, what I'm confusing this with is it was last year, but they were going out on tour, but then things kind of got back, but then things fell backwards again.
Just yes him to death.
So,
Yeah.
but I think what I'm trying to say is I think we were the bad luck for Jimmy for the band last year because they had things were starting to shut down again last year after the summer.
So you wanted to make sure you interviewed him just in time.
Right, so I think
to
that maybe
fuck this new
I wonder if he thinks we're bad luck.
I
Yeah.
need to make sure it all went to hell.
So all right, so I'll let you go in a minute. So I'm going to yell at Marty because he didn't show up again.
Classic. He's always trying to one up me. I miss one interview, he wants to miss 2.
Does he have a really good rock star reason for missing this interview? Like, is he dangling from a hotel balcony with
He actually texted me right as we were jumping on and gave me his reason. I don't know if I should say what it is, but it is fucking hilarious.
Is it long line at
So
Starbucks?
You'll have to get him on separately to give you the reason. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying for him.
He's in bed with a couple of groupies.
I think it's going to be something like long line at Starbucks.
A long line at
I'm going with
Starbucks.
long line.
Yeah.
You're going with long line
I'm
at
stuck in the
Starbucks.
drive-thru
Yeah.
at Starbucks.
How close you guys live to each other?
They're out of oat milk.
Like 15 minutes probably.
15 minutes.
That doesn't mean anything to you because you live in New York, so that could be like a block.
Yeah,
probably
sure.
10 miles.
Well, it could take 15 minutes to travel a block where we are. Yeah, but
Where are you?
They're in Ohio,
I'm in Columbus,
nice.
Ohio.
Very nice.
Columbus. Yeah.
Very nice.
So, all right. So we'll have to. Damn, I wish I knew that because then I would have told you to just as you're driving 50. Because we've been talking for 20 minutes. I would have told you just drive drive there
Sure,
as
his
you're talking
house.
to us and
Yeah.
wake him up. That's what I would have. Is it something boring like taking care of his nieces and like he's babysitting nieces?
No. He's hiding in a very hilarious situation right now.
Like an R. Kelly in the closet hiding situation. Does anybody would get that reference?
I got it. I got it. It's more accurate than you know, but he's not hiding from anybody. He's
Okay.
There's somebody else that's doing an interview at his house, and it's a job interview, and he was supposed to be freed up to do it, but he can't.
He had a bunch of uncles who used to get job interviews too, and everybody else had to go in another room.
Yeah.
Couldn't understand why they showed up with badges, though.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Uncle Frank, why did they come with badges to interview you for a job?
I'm gonna join the FBI. You won't see me. You won't see me for like 20 years. It's gonna be fine.
Training.
Then I'll retire.
Wow. All right. Well. All right. Well, tell Marty he still owes us.
Oh, I will. I'll be giving him all sorts of hell on the phone. He's been giving me a live update on minute by minute via text, so it's popping up over my video.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
I'll be giving him all sorts of hell.
All right. Well, tell him we were asking for him. So the tour starts. What? It's coming up, right?
Yeah, we leave
Next week.
tomorrow.
Oh, you leave tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
first show's in Jersey day after tomorrow.
Oh, all right. I don't have that. What I have is next week in Michigan because that's a rockin' town.
Yeah. That poster is the dates with September morning. We do have one show before that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
This weekend, and then we've got a few more shows after that.
Oh, so you're opening for September morning?
We're trading headliners back
Good.
and forth.
Yeah, because they
certain
should be opening
markets,
for
they're
you.
Headlining, certain markets we're headlining.
Yeah, tell them I said they should be opening for you.
Okay.
I saw Wolfgang Van Halen's band the other day. Have you heard any of that? It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
had
yeah,
this
he's killer.
he had this band called Dirty Honey opening up. These guys were fantastic. You familiar with them?
Dirty Honey? Yeah.
I had never heard of them before. They were great.
They were just in Columbus, and I got my days wrong, got it mixed up, and couldn't get tickets. Couldn't get in or nothing.
So there's a running theme going on here. You mixing up and missing stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't have a very good brain.
All right, so the tour. So you guys are heading out. You're going to hit Jersey, then Michigan, and you'll be touring throughout April. And you have more dates coming out. You said.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got more dates. They're all online. If you want to just Google the band name, they're all listed online. We're going all the way down to the Gulf at the end of April. Doing some shows up in the Midwest again in end of May. Then a bunch more stuff throughout the Midwest and the East Coast. Some of it I can announce.
Okay.
Some of it I can't. So it's just easier. If it's online, it's announced. If it's not, I'll put it up as soon as we can announce it.
Well, yeah. Give us the list of where we can find you, all your socials and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just I guess anywhere on the internet. Facebook, Instagram. It's probably easier for me to just tell you. You type in The Lonely Ones somewhere, you'll find us there. Than to give you the long list of where we're at.
Right.
Google will take you wherever you need to go.
And usually the Lonely Ones band. Usually that helps people find you quicker, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I have it all optimized to where it'll if you just Google The Lonely Ones Facebook, Lonely Ones Instagram, Twitter, whatever, it'll
Right.
pop up.
Okay, cool. And the new single is The Way Out, and just like all the rest of it kicks ass. And Jimmy, all the best, man. And I'll definitely keep an eye out because I'm definitely going to have you guys in here when you're in the area. Not Jersey, when you guys are closer. But
we don't talk about Jersey on this show anymore.
That's right. Well, except for Sinatra, because that makes Joe happy. But thanks, Jimmy, for your time. It's good to see you again, and hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
You too, buddy. Take care. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye-bye.
See ya.